This meeting will be available for viewing on our YouTube channel. A warm welcome to all our visitors that are here today. We hope you enjoy the meeting and come back. So thank you for being here. If you have any questions about our club, see Ricky or myself or Steve McCoy Thompson. I don't know if he's here. I don't think he's on Zoom. All right. Well, you can see who he looks like right there. Okay. So I want to thank our greeter today, Andrea Wilson, for being here, one of our newer members. Thank you, Andrea. And we have another Andrew, sort of Andrea, Andrew here as well. Thank you, Andrew, for your help. And then we also have Julio handling the treasury, the money. Thank you. And of course, pulling all the strings, Kathy Alameda. Thank you, Kathy, for all that you do. And Ricky Walters for doing all the technology. Really appreciate it, Ricky. Stay standing while we do the pledge. Lee is going to start us out.
Pledge of the United States of America.
Pledge allegiance. Thank you all. Please be seated. So we're going to pause recording and we're going to briefly, Jim's going to see any week cares, any updates on those. Here's your own little. Thank you. Right. I'll put that on my water bottle. Thank you so much. There you go. And how did your surgery go?
Oh, it went well.
Okay, good.
And I want to give you something.
Are you going to show us your scar?
No.
All right.
No, I could.
It's kind of low though, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, thank you. A donation of $100 to our foundation. Thank you so much, Jim. Appreciate it. Woo. Okay, well, let's do all the gifts. I love this. Okay. Julio, you're next. And you were traveling really far. So tell us about your trip.
Yep, I was in Hong Kong and Taiwan, Taipei. So the total trip was about 2.5 weeks, and the food was great. The weather was good too, but you can feel the political climate in Hong Kong has changed because of what you have read, and that they have to find their own settlement sometime, some way, somehow. But anyway, when I was in Taiwan, I found something that for you.
How about that?
And they make keychains for Chinese surnames. And since you're not Chinese, they have translation of Western names.
Oh, okay.
So this one is close enough.
Translation of Van Dorn?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Dorn.
Dorn. Oh.
But there is no exactly Dorn, but it's Tang, which is a hot bath. You know, the Japanese hot bath.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Or it could be hot soup.
Oh, okay.
So you choose whatever you like, hot soup or hot bath.
Based on my
That's
mood. Okay. Wow. That's cool.
And then we went to Hong Kong, and there was a store, which is a very big one from mainland China, that sell products made in China. And there was a special exhibition from a province Xi'an. And one of the specialty there is a special kind of tree wood, which is made for carving. So we found something, which is a dragon head. Okay, this is the kind of wood. And next year is the year of the dragon. So starting in about a couple of months.
Wow.
So here's a dragon.
Wow. I would pass this around, but I'm afraid I wouldn't get it back. But it's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Thank you so much.
And $100 for the club.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Julio. Bob, would you we might as well keep this going. I understand you have something for me. And Joyce too. All right. Yeah. So good to have you back, Joyce. I'm glad you're feeling better. There you go, Bob.
Thank you, President Steve. Joyce and I and Deanna Armario were joined by 9 other friends and family to go on a cruise. We went from here to Rome. Rome was very, very busy, busier than any time we've ever been there. Couldn't even walk on the sidewalks. There were so many people.
Don't go.
So anyway,
You can't go in a cab either.
wait. You can't get a cab is
Yeah.
the truth. So anyway, we're going on a cruise that went to Italy, Greece, and Croatia. Very rough, very rough. So anyway, we had a ball. The ship was $1.3 billion vessel. Held 3,400 people. It was sold out. You never felt like you were in a crowd though. Very, very beautiful ship. So Joyce, you want to talk about Steve?
Talk about
We
Steve.
don't have enough time for that.
Yeah. We brought you a present. Now, before you
I
open
won't
it,
open it.
take this, honey. I got this.
Okay. All right,
We
got it?
work so well together.
Yes,
Um,
33 years.
yeah. Longer than
That's
that.
longer than that? Okay, all right.
All celebrity cruises have a famous bar called,
The Van Dorn Bar.
and that's where everyone meets, and it's on the third deck. But you also can enjoy it on the fourth and the fifth deck. And it's called the
Martini.
Martini Bar.
Oh, yes.
So, they used to freeze the bars, but they don't do that anymore. And to freeze it, they just turn the temperature on the bar down. And the moisture in the air freezes. But we thought that you would enjoy this. And yes, you can. And the name of the ship was Beyond. Beyond.
It's on there. Yeah, beautiful.
So now all you have to do is learn how to make martini.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to
We're
show,
gonna-
you have to show me.
We're gonna test you out at the
At
holiday.
the holiday party. Okay, great. Well, that was very thoughtful of you. Thank you very much. Let me put this in here.
Okay.
Thank you, Joe. Or Bob. Joyce and Bob, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Whenever I'm on a cruise, I'm in the Martini Bar often, so thank you. All right, great. Well, let's get back on track here. I think I took care of all the gifts. Unless anybody has any. So we're gonna probably resume recording, right? Ricky, we're good. So are we ready for a song? Yeah. Okay.
Hello, fellow Rotarians. Today's song is This Little Light of Mine. And I want you to sing it fine like I know you kid. Let's go. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. shine. Doing good, having fun. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yeah. Woo. That's
Don
great.
Lewis, once again. Now we're going to show a quick video on our president of the International Rotary focus on mental health. And this really brought to attention on Tuesday night. I went to the Three Valleys event and I saw the Harringtons there and a few others, Randy Brown. And there was a speaker that talked about the number of young people that are struggling in our community. It was very enlightening. And so I just thought we should really focus on something like this for the
members
so here he goes.
across the globe. I'm humbled by the opportunity to serve as Rotary President for 2023 and 2024. In the year ahead, we will make progress towards eradicating polio and create hope in the world through service projects in our areas of focus. But I want to spend a couple of minutes discussing another important way Rotary will create lasting change this year by focusing on mental health. People today are hurting. Many of them don't know how to ask for help. But everyone needs a safe place where people of all ages and in all cultures can share triumphs and open up about life's challenges. Rotary can be that place. In Rotary, we show comfort and care to each other. We invite our members to bring their whole authentic selves. And we move beyond the simple question of, how are you? To ask, how are you really? Research shows that performing acts of kindness is the most effective step anyone can take to protect our sense of well-being and to make us more resilient to all the challenges life throws our way. Mental wellness is deeply personal to me. I know what it's like to see someone close to me suffer through adversity in silence and be eaten up by it. But I have also witnessed the power of personal connections, the value of holding space to discuss emotional and mental well-being, and the life-saving impact of access to preventive care and treatment. So let's work together to erase stigmas, raise awareness and improve access to mental health services, so that together we can support one another and our loved ones, our clubs and our communities, create hope in the world.
Thank you for listening to that. Good. Next, we'll move to the inspiration. So, Mr. Annis, where are you?
I'm not here.
Oh, there he is. He's feeling better from his trip.
Gordon,
And
we're
they're
here
going to
at
talk
Addison
about that in a
House
couple
between
weeks.
Melrose and Galashiels, which is very close to your home.
Okay.
My accent's
Yeah, Larry, you sound different. Larry, here you go. Thank you.
Thank you, President Steve. Dick Stafford could not be here today, or else we would have given you a short presentation, a recap of our trip. Unfortunately, he forgot a gift, so right now he's flying back to Argentina to get you a gift. So for next week, so we apologize.
I'll forgive you. Yeah.
My inspiration for today is threefold. As I just mentioned, we've been on a wheelchair distribution trip to Argentina for 12 days. And the person that inspired me when I was down there was none other than Bill Wheeler. Now, Bill has been on more wheelchair trips than any one of us here combined. He is the owner of a multinational multi-million dollar company working 24/7 in his area of transportation. Yet when he gets down to a wheelchair delivery, he completely forgets about everything. And he is the most hands-on person working with these people, delivering the wheelchairs. He's on his hands and knees, adjusting the lengths of the footrests. He's adjusting the straps. He's pumping up the tires. And he is looking eyeball to eyeball with these people that have so much less than he does, but he treats them as his equal. And that has really inspired me. It's not the first time I've seen that either. So to be dedicated and committed
compassion and passion in what you do really inspires me. And I know that each one of you will do that in whatever area of advocacy you have as well. But that really inspires me. Secondly, Dick Stafford has worked 6 months behind the scenes getting this wheelchair thing going, working with the Wheelchair Foundation, working with the people down in Argentina, some of whom do not speak very good English, and Dick does not speak very good Spanish. And put this thing to get together. We had 12 different flights, 4 different segments of hotel rooms, and he put everything together, and it went seamlessly, which reminds me of what every one of you do behind the scenes in your Rotary commitment as well. And I commend you, and we all know who you are that work behind the scenes, but I want to thank all of you. I'm not going to name names because I'll forget one, and it'll, but anyway, we do appreciate that. Lastly, I was inspired by a wheelchair basketball game that Bill, Dick, and I were involved in Argentina. We saw 2 teams play wheelchair basketball out there in the court. And after that exhibition, they invited us to play wheelchair basketball. So Bill, Dick, and I, yeah, we'll have some. Yeah, that's why Dick is making the flight back down to Argentina. He's gonna pick that stuff up. So Bill, Dick, and I get out there, and Bill loves everything with wheels and hates everything with balls. Yeah, I love everything that has to do with balls and don't care particularly for wheels. So what do Bill and I end up doing? We have a wheelchair bumper car contest. So anyway, we eventually got around and played basketball. And when you're in a wheelchair, of course, you're down in the chair. And I was on a fast break, for lack of a better word, and I made a great bounce pass to my teammate to the right of me, and then I started to wheel down under the basket. My teammate passes it back to me. I'm right under the basket for an easy layup, and I shoot the ball, and the ball goes about 2 feet up in the air and never came close to the rim. And it happened again and again, and probably between the 10 and 12 shots that Bill or Dick and I took, probably 2 of them hit the rim. Well, we didn't realize that when you're in a chair, number one, you're 2 feet lower than your normal height. And number 2, you don't have your legs to help you propel the ball. And it makes all the difference in the world. So it made me realize that these guys who played basketball, yes, they have the ability to get out there in the wheelchairs, but their life is still not a normal life because they have to adapt even to the wheelchairs to make their life memorable to themselves. So Bill Wheeler, Dick Stafford, and the wheelchair guys, thank you very much.
Larry, don't go. Come back. So we all agree with what you said. Very inspirational and everything they do, but you're also an inspiration. Seriously. And we have something here for you from Rotary International. It's
represent, he made 4 shots on goal. Dick and I didn't have anything going. And they enjoyed playing with them.
wonderful. Wow, we can't wait to see more pictures of that. Yeah, so I'm pleased to present to you a Paul Harris +5. There you go. Yeah, congratulations. Thank you so much. Great. So now we're getting to welcoming any visiting Rotarians, and I see one right in front of me. John, Mike, I think it's John's turn. He hasn't been here for a while. John, would you please introduce our visiting Rotarian?
Rotarian guest from the government in the category of
Electrical contractor. Okay. Welcome, Don. Yes, we can always expect that from John. He's very creative. So any guests of Rotarians here? Mark.
Hi, I'm President Steve. Fellow Rotarians, yes, I'd like to introduce Ed Johnson. Ed is the administrator in charge of our local Pleasanton Nursing and Rehab Center right here downtown Neal Street. Please please give a warm welcome to Ed.
Great. And I think we have some Zoomers on. Let me start to my left. Gary Alt, good to see you.
Hello, good to see
Welcome.
you. Steve, that's a very handsome Rotary shirt.
Gary,
you
you're
have.
on mute, I guess. We can't hear you. Yeah.
I'm unmuted.
Oh, turn up the volume.
Oh yeah, I gotta turn up the volume.
Yeah, there we go.
I was just complimenting you on your beautiful Rotary shirt there, Steve.
Oh, thank you, Gary. Appreciate it. Good to see you. And Julie Lewis, how are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Are you back from London?
Japan, London, and now I'm back on the mainland from Catalina. So it's been a crazy couple months, but I will be headed up to Pleasanton tomorrow. I will be on I-5 tomorrow coming home.
All right. Well, great to see you. Steve McCoy Thompson.
Hey, great to see
What's
everybody. Good to see you. And it was nice to see you, Steve, at the Three Valleys Community Foundation event.
Great. It was a great event. Well done. Thank you all. Okay. I wanted just to make a few comments before we introduce our speaker. I want to thank Eric Martin. Where's Eric sitting? Right over here. So those of you that drive down Main Street and you're coming, Rotary Park, you'll see some wonderful lights and the banners that we normally put up. Eric went and bought a bunch of new lights, and we had Gary there as well as Jake and myself. And so we put them all up, and then Eric looked at him and he said, at night, he said, you know, I don't like those lights the way they're set up. So he went back and bought some more lights. And so now we have so many lights that if nobody sees that, something's wrong. So Eric, thank you for putting all that together. Really appreciate it. And we already welcomed everybody, Dick, well, not Dick, but Larry and Bill, thank you. Larry, we took care of you. And then next we had Nancy, who's gonna come up, and Gary, I'm not sure, you're probably sitting, and so good to see you back, Gary. Congratulations on your surgery. Nancy's gonna talk a little bit briefly about WASH and what's going on there.
Hi, hi, thank you. We had a meeting Monday evening about WASH projects. You know that we have done 7, that 2 of them we're working on currently, one in the Philippines and one in Nigeria. I attended the West Africa Project Fair beginning of November and found 4 possible projects, WASH projects, for club to club projects. And of the 4, one of them we've done work with that club before, the Rotary Club of Onugbongo in Lagos, Nigeria. They're doing a renovation of Oshadi Primary School toilet facility. And so their proposal was totally complete. So we're going ahead with that one. But we need your help in setting priorities on the other 3 projects. And let's see. Okay, here we go. The first one is here in Rotary Club of Aba Hilltop in Nigeria. This is another Pad a Girl project. We did one of these last year. Girls don't have disposable sanitary pads, so they stay home. And so every month you have these girls missing out on school. So this club has taken this on as a project, and they're going to teach the girls how to create these, how to sew them, and how to put them together, and then talk about hygiene. So this was a #1 for that particular school. The next project is with the Rotary Club of Aka in Urim, Nigeria. This is a borehole with a power supply and fencing for an area called Agugbo Quarters. It's part of a village, Kizi village, which is has 4 of these little villages within it. They just raise yams and maize and rice and a little bit of livestock. They only have 1 borehole in the community at the town square, and it's quite a ways, a couple miles from this Agugbo Quarters. So children must walk the 2 miles to get their water, and many who can't make that just use contaminated water. So the solution was to provide a borehole with a pump and overhead tanks for this community. The third one is for the Rotary Club of Owerri Royals in Owerri, Nigeria. This is also a borehole and a toilet facility at Orlu Road Primary School. This school and the whole area was locked down because of COVID, and I believe it was locked down for over 2 years. So there was a lot of vandalism at the school, and it just left the school in terrible condition. Of course, the grass overgrew, water tanks and the tank stand and water pump were vandalized, and students, urinated and people urinated and defecated around the school compound. So now they're trying to get it all cleaned up, and the solution was to drill a new borehole, install a water pump, install storage tanks, and rehabilitate the existing toilet facility. So those are the 3 projects we would like you to put them in priority order. We're going to give you a ballot, and before you leave today, if you would just leave the ballot with myself or Gary, or you can leave it with Bill Burke, and we'll collect those and we'll let you know next week the priority, because we're going to do all 4. We already have our district project for next year, which is going to be in Ghana. Gary has that one going. And so with these 4, this is next year, 2024, this club will have done a lot of good in West Africa, and they're very, very appreciative. Thank you.
Any questions for Nancy at all? Any questions? Great, thank you, Nancy. Great report. Next, Jake, do you have a quick update on community service? We've got a number of things happening. Give it up for Jake.
Thank you. So guests, hello to guests, fellow Rotarians, and President Hotbath. I'm sorry, I have no guest gift for you today.
Oh, okay. All right.
So three events quickly. The first one is tomorrow from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Museum on Main Street. We are supporting the Pleasanton Downtown Association by staffing the Santa line and handing out candy canes to early shoppers. So if you're available 4 to 7, any time in that time range, come on by. The second is December 7th, next week. I'm representing Dick Stafford's event. He's coordinating a senior gala at the senior center from 1 to 5 p.m. Entertainment, a little bit of food, games, and help with the mobility for the seniors there. He's looking for 3 additional volunteers. I think we have 9 so far. So if you're available 1 to 5 p.m., I think it's Thursday the 7th, Tuesday the 7th, whatever the 7th is.
7th is Thursday.
Thursday's the 7th, yeah, Pearl Harbor Day.
Yeah.
And then finally, I just want to thank those of you that brought coats today. See, there's some great coats. We're going to donate those to the Warm Coat Drive. Collection point is McKay's. So if anyone has additional coats, please bring them next week to the lunch meeting. If you have 5 or more coats, give me a call. I will come and pick them up. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Jake. Doing a great job. Really appreciate it. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce our program chair, who's doing an absolutely fantastic job. Give it up for Brad Hurst.
Thank you. Don't overrate me. Okay. Today, our speaker is Dr. Darrell Foster, who's the president of Las Positas College. Darrell was raised in Vacaville, matriculated to the University of California at Davis, where he majored in applied behavioral science. But he also found time to be a cornerback on the Davis football teams from 90 to 94, where he's a co-captain. And those were championship teams and went to the small college playoffs, but you didn't play Fresno State. Okay. He got his master's at Long Beach State and then his doctorate of education at USC. Darrell is collaborative. He is student-centered. He has a great reputation. I hope all of you have received and at least looked at the Las Positas College catalog, which has many, many programs. And the good news that I found in here is that the new semester will start January 15, which means, Mike Hosterman, you can continue your education starting at Las Positas College. Please welcome Dr. Darrell Foster.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you, President Steve, and it's an honor, thank you, to be here with you to tell you about the great things that are happening at Las Positas College. And I appreciate you all sharing this information with your friends, your family, your neighbors. And we really are excited to open our doors. So if there's ever a need to have a meeting or any type of convening on our college, just know that we welcome the community on our campus as well. We have a lot of great facilities. I am excited that I've been at Las Positas College for 4 years now, although I grew up in Vacaville. Father served 28 years in the Air Force, so my early days was at Travis Air Force Base. Most of my career has been down in Southern California, and so this was an opportunity to move back to Northern California, and the Tri-Valley has just been fantastic. It's been wonderful, a lot of great support. My wife, Tammy, we have 2 children. Melia is 11, our daughter, and our son is 9, and they love the Tri-Valley as well. So want to go ahead and share with you a little bit about the great work that's happening at LPC. And let's see. You can do it? Yeah, that would be great. All right, so Las Positas College is a part of the Chabot Las Positas Community College District. So we're 2 college district. Our sister college is Chabot. We initially started as a campus under Chabot. Some of you may be familiar with the Valley campus. And we eventually have received our own individual accreditation in 1991. So we've been an independent college within our system since 1991. Our mission is really to serve all students in our community, whether it be students who want to earn a certificate, students who want to transfer, students who want to enhance their skills to promote in the workforce. And also we provide lifelong learning opportunities at the college as well. And at the end of the day, our primary purpose is really to help students enter their careers. Community colleges have really shifted from a place of really spending time to explore what you want to do to really focusing now on not asking students, what do you want to major in, but we're asking, what career do you want to have? So we're really career focused because at the end of the day, that's why students are coming to get the education, is to enhance their lives from that perspective. If you haven't heard, Las Positas College was recently ranked as the #1 community college in California. There are 116 community colleges. We're the top community college in our system. Absolutely. Thank you. And most recently, we've been ranked the #4 community college in the nation, which is awesome. And there are over 2,000 community colleges across the country. We're really proud of this because the rankings are based on student outcomes, graduation rates, transfer rates, placement in careers based on the students' program of study, but also really about students' experiences. And that's really what drives the rankings here. So we're really proud about this. And it's really about the great work that we have and the wonderful team of faculty and staff that we have at the college. We're a diverse institution, as you can imagine. As we are continuing to recover from COVID, we took almost every college across the country took a dip in enrollment during COVID. So we are now in recovery. Pre-COVID, we served about 8,000 students every semester. This fall, we're up to about 7,500 students each semester, which represents a 14% increase from where we were last fall. So our enrollment is continuing to climb, which is really exciting for us as well. The primary benefit of the community college is what we call the community college pathway, and it's really about affordability. So this demonstrates if a student goes to Las Positas College for 2 years and knocks out their general education courses and then transfers it to Berkeley as the example, it would cost them about $31,000 just in tuition. The student goes straight to Berkeley for 4 years. Just in tuition, it's almost about $60,000. So just in terms of affordability, students earn the same degree, right? They still earn that bachelor's degree from Berkeley, but if they come through the route of Las Positas College and the community college, it's a way of really save families a lot of money. We also recently launched what we call a free tuition promise program. So every new student that comes to Las Positas College, if they're enrolled full-time, we will cover their tuition, and that's through a grant from the state of California. And so again, another way to make college affordable to our community. In addition, we have what we call our President Scholars Program. So we invite, and this will start in February this year, we'll invite students from our local high schools who are graduating, invite them to apply for our President Scholars Program. We select 20 students who will receive not only free tuition, but we will cover all of their fees, we'll cover their cost of textbooks, we'll cover parking permits for 2 years. So these students truly get a free education for 2 years while they're with us at Las Positas College. And again, that's really just our commitment to our community and the families. Just again, another way to make college affordable at the #1 community college in California, right? You can't beat that. We've done a lot of work, and I really want to applaud our faculty. As I mentioned, it's really about what do you want to do as a career? And what we've done is we've mapped out our academic and career pathways. So each one of these majors that we offer has a program map. So when a student comes to Las Positas College and they want to major in theater, we've mapped out, these are the exact courses that you need, and this is how long it's going to take you for you to earn this degree. And we've done that for every one of our majors. And that's been wonderful for us because again, we don't want students to take classes that they don't need. We don't want students to spend more time at the community college than they need to. So we've been very intentional about making sure students know what classes they need to earn that degree in a timely manner. We have guaranteed transfer programs. So as I mentioned, students can come to Las Positas College, complete their general education, and then they can be a part of our transfer programs, which allow them to transfer to any of these institutions as long as they follow the course requirements for each of those institutions as well. We're big on partnerships. We work closely with UCLA, so we have a number of students who participate in this Transfer Alliance program, which enhances their opportunity to transfer to UCLA. We work closely with Cal State East Bay in terms of streamlining that transfer process as well. And most recently, on the next slide, you'll see that we have engaged in a partnership with UC Merced. And so now we have what we call the UC Merced Promise Program, which is another opportunity for our students to transfer in a streamlined way to UC Merced as well. We have a number of career ready programs. So these are programs in which students don't need to earn an associate degree. Really, this is just students who want to earn the skills to get a job. And so we have a number of short-term programs in these areas where students can earn the skills to be hired directly into the workforce without having to attend a four-year institution. We have a wonderful fire science technology program, an EMT paramedic program. We just developed a new drone technology program as well. So a lot of new opportunities, and we're constantly working with business and industry to identify what are the jobs in our region and how can Las Positas College provide that training to get members in our community into those jobs. We also have a number of co-curricular programs. If you haven't had a chance to stop by our Murtis Center for the Arts, we have a wonderful performing arts theater program, music program, speech and debate, and also a wonderful journalism program as well. So a lot of opportunities for students to engage in work outside of the classroom. We have athletics as well, right? Being a former athlete, and I'm sure there's some in this room as well. It's nice that we're a comprehensive college and we have some great facilities that support athletics at the college as well. And we have opportunities for leadership. So a number of student clubs, organizations, and we have a very active student government to keep students engaged and connected on campus. Really proud about this. This is our food pantry. It's called the Mini Market. And you'll see that it looks like it's set up as a supermarket, right? And so students can come to the Mini Market and get what they need for free. So you'll see a lot of toiletry items, you'll see food, we have fresh produce. It's in partnership with the Alameda County Food Bank. So another just great resource for our students to come to the Mini Market, get what they need each and every day. We also provide some great community education programs, summer camps for youth as well. Concurrent enrollment, so students who are enrolled in high school can take classes for free at Las Positas College, and that's how many students can earn college credit while they're in high school. So a lot of great opportunities for folks to engage in our campus. We also have what we call a course auditing option. So this is where the community can enroll in a course. It's not a graded course, but you can just learn the content and sit in that course for the entire semester at a lower cost, and you're not graded. And so we have an option for our community to audit courses on our campus as well. We also have an internship and job board, so very active. We have an internship fair on campus. So for businesses, if anyone is looking to hire talented students on our campus, this would be the place to engage and post any opportunities that we'll share out with our students as well. We have some new facilities on campus, so we are continuing to grow not only in enrollment, but in continuing to grow in terms of our facilities. And this is really through the support of our community. Through a Measure A from 2016, we've been able to build out some new facilities to support our educational programs as well. We have done a student housing feasibility study, and we've applied for a grant through the State Chancellor's Office to hopefully build housing on our campus to support. We have international students, we have veteran students who have families, and we know housing is not affordable in the Tri-Valley. So this is an opportunity that we're looking to continue to pursue and receiving some funding from the state. And so we're waiting to hear back on that. And then we have opportunities for folks to continue to support our college through scholarships and planned giving. We have a wonderful and active foundation board as part of the college as well. And with that, I want to thank you for your service and what you do for our community through Rotary. But I also want to thank you for your time today. So thank you. Questions? Any questions I can answer for you? Yes, please.
Tell us about recruiting faculty for all these programs you have, particularly in the career ready.
Yeah, we have plenty of opportunities for that. So as you can imagine, we have a number of full-time tenure track faculty, but most of our faculty who teach at our campus teach part-time, and they're adjunct faculty. So in our academic disciplines, it requires a master's degree in that particular discipline. But for career ready faculty, it's really based on years of experience. And so you don't necessarily need to have that master's degree. It's based on experience. And so there's plenty of opportunities there. So if any of you are interested in that or know anyone who might be interested in wanting to teach at LPC, let me know and I'll connect you to the respective dean for that area. That's a great opportunity for us. So thank you. Yes. Yes, sir. Of course. Oh, yes. Thank you.
And one of the, I think the big things that, at least when our kids were graduating from high school, which was a few years back, was the misnomer that going to Lockpo and high school.
Yeah.
Sort of, downgrade.
Yeah.
It's like 4 years. So you've been able, has that changed at all? Or that's still out there?
Yeah, and you're right, Steve. And so that stigma, right, has been a part of that. And so I think for us and for me, I love being out in the community and having opportunities to show off our college in this way and all the great things that we're doing and the great work that we have. And so I really am intentional about wanting to get in front of parents because I think that's where a lot of that resides. And so we've done some great work in terms of inviting parents and students to our orientation programs and to our open houses that we have on campus to really address that. And I think, the rankings really help with that too. I think people didn't realize what a gym we have, right? What a opportunity we have right here in the Tri-Valley as being a top community college. And so I think that's helping to address that stigma as well. Great question. Thank you. Right here and then here. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll start here and then we'll kind of work around the room. Yeah, Bob. Yeah, we have a winery technology program, And we are building a new facility to support that program, which is really exciting. So you all should receive an invite to a ribbon cutting, I'm hoping by the end of next summer or next fall. And that building will have a tasting room, and it'll really be an opportunity for folks to come to the campus. For all of our programs, our academic programs, we have what we call advisory councils. And advisory councils are made up of business and industry experts in our region that help provide guidance to our programs, the type of skills that we may need, emerging trends in the workforce. And so we're connected through the advisory council for our winery technology program in that way. But we're really excited about having some new facilities to support the program. Sorry, we'll go here, and then we'll jump back here. Yes.
I really appreciate the rankings. I think that's really helped the stigma.
Yeah.
I don't view it as a stigma. I've got a daughter going there right now.
That's right. Appreciate it.
She's applied to a couple UCs and the public schools.
Awesome.
I guess my question to you would be, what as a community can we do to help you maintain the rankings and maybe even improve that number 4 in the United States?
Yeah, I appreciate that question. I think just being able to share the great work that we're doing at Las Positas College. So what you've learned today, or what you already know about the college, just continue to share that out with folks that you know. And I think word of mouth, we find, has been really the most powerful way that students in the community is engaging with the college. So thank you for that question, and I'm just thanking you in advance for your continued support in that way. So thank you. Yeah, we had one question here, and then we'll jump back.
We
Yeah.
learned from Fire Chief Joe Testa that
Yeah.
the challenges of recruiting for fire fighters is that there are not enough paramedics. Does your, university or school offer a paramedic program?
We do, yeah, which is really exciting. We've hired recently a new coordinator for that area. Our fire technology program previously has been a part-time program, which means that students had to complete about 400 hours to complete our program. And in talking with Chief Testa and others in our region, they realized we need to have a full-time program where students graduate with about 800 hours of training, and that it's easier for them to get hired in our local agencies. So for this spring, for the first time, we are offering a full-time fire technology program. And Joe Testa has really been supportive of that. But our paramedic program also is an opportunity. And so there's a lot of collaboration between our paramedic program and our fire tech program. And so many of those students are trained in both as they are graduating from our full-time program. Yeah, great question. Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Foster, I'm the interim scholarship committee chairman of the club.
Awesome.
And the scholarship committee is the highest funded committee of anything in our club. To give you an example, last year, academic year, through the able leadership of Nancy Harrington, we distributed $73,000 in scholarships.
Wow, that's amazing.
And probably a third of those scholarships went to people going to Las Positas.
Fantastic.
And we're struggling with the issue now about how much should we give to these students? We see one chart, you said $2,800 over 2 years. I don't know if that's tuition, books, or fees or what. Then you say you want to give tuition free for the next year or so. So we're struggling with what we should do to properly help these students, but yet be good stewards of our funds, so that we don't go out and buy old toys like Tudor Standard, so can you give us any insight as to what the reality is of either now or some other time? We're really struggling with this issue.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So in terms of a student who's enrolled full-time, not only in terms of tuition, fees, and textbooks, we estimate that's about $4,500 a year. So a full-time student, $4,500 should cover their tuition and their textbooks for an entire year. And that's just based on our low tuition, right, that we have. And that doesn't include any student who might be receiving financial aid, right? And so that's just in a ballpark what that looks like. I think the major expenses for students is textbooks, but also living expenses as well. So I think considering a student's living situation, whether they're working or not, are all considerations that we have when we look at our scholarships and look at student need, is we take all those things into consideration, right? For our financial aid office, if a student is working, certainly then that demonstrates to us that there's a financial need. And so we take that, and that's a higher criteria in terms of what we look at when we award scholarships for us. So hopefully that gives you a little context and some information that you may want to consider moving forward. But I just appreciate the wonderful support that you're providing to students in our communities through your scholarships. That's amazing. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you.
On the lighter note.
Yeah.
you mentioned Lost potential, there used
Yeah.
to be an acronym, DCDC.
Yeah. Yeah, I had heard that when I first stepped into this role, but I haven't heard it from the past 4 years that I've been here. So that's good. So I think addressing that stigma, I think there's some efforts that are being effective in that regard. Yes. Okay, we'll continue going around the room here. I appreciate the questions. Yeah. Hi, Joyce.
Raise some money for Las Positas College.
Awesome. Yes, you have.
10 years I ran a leadership class for Pleasanton. I always made sure we spent one day at the college.
Awesome.
And the hardest part is getting people in there and physically see what it is.
Yes.
How great it is.
Yes.
One of the things Bob and I used to do is we'd host a cocktail party with new employees of the college.
Yes.
Because they never talk to each other. They're hired to just go home and come back.
Yeah.
And we had fascinating things happen. And one of the greatest things that school has learned is when all the teachers, then new teachers go to school, they have something to talk about. They know that person also plays the trumpet, the lights are, and it made a huge difference.
Yeah.
So I think as part of our scholarship program, Rotary should come out and be it. You don't have any idea having this kind of facility on this place, what it does to property value.
Yeah.
And they're putting this on them now.
Thank you.
It'd be nice, the Rotary tied it in with the scholarship program and did tours. You know.
Love that.
Now,
Absolutely.
Are you buying lunch?
Sure. Sure.
We have,
Yeah.
we have
Appreciate that.
One more question with Ed here. our
Thank you,
guest.
Joyce.
Thanks, Joyce.
You know, first of all, I'm a guest today,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate being here, being invited.
Yeah.
But ironically,
Yeah.
I know Taylor, my son's Kyle Johnson. He went to West Casitas a couple years ago.
That's right.
I met him.
Awesome. That's right. Great to
And
see you again.
it's kind of
Oh,
a really nice.
wow.
Presentation, I feel. My son was didn't think he could get into UC Davis, took 2 classes. Me going to De Anza Junior College, didn't stay in owning my own company. We brought up our kids that believe in what they want to do. We never force a 4-year or that, but go where your career wants to go. You said it well. COVID happened. We didn't want our son to go and be in a dorm in Zoom in front. I beat him up about Las Positas. I'm all, look, you worked hard, go show it at Las Positas. First year, I go, we'll do your room, and he would pretend you're in a dorm. We won't knock, we'll get a different exit out your door, whatever you want. Who wants independence, right? Las Positas guided him. Did student government, became president of Las Positas, got a scholarship local, Livermore. Went there. Him, Doctor and his team guided them through, if you will. Got a Tri-Valley Award of Innovation. Not because of me and my wife, because of him and the environment that was there. And then ended up being president, and now and worked for Councilwoman Bauer, worked for the city of Livermore he's a go-getter during the breaks. Working for the governor's office right now. I'm sure you're aware of that. And I'm gonna be graduating from UC Davis and now and on a scholarship from Las Positas. And you couldn't have said it better, but there's not enough stories out there that share all the good stuff I've been sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
And we have friends and it's ironic that you're here today.
Right.
I'm invited by Mark. And I wanted, he's not hired, he didn't hire me.
It's a plan.
Right.
But it really is everything you said and congratulations on the number, the rankings and our, it is a solid institution and with your leadership.
Thank you
So
very much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, all right, that's yours, yeah. Wonderful presentation, so exciting to see how well the college is doing. And I think that's one of the things, we need to keep calling it a college and not a junior college. So, all right, awesome. So we're about concluded here. We got a couple minutes. We're gonna do that drawing in just a second. I just wanted to announce a couple upcoming events. Next week is our last week of the year, meeting formally at lunch, and we got a great speaker lined up. Michael Ruddick with Chevron is going to talk about, is hydrogen the fuel of our future? So it should be very interesting. Of course, the week after that is the party of the century, and that will be at our house. So, yeah, well, I've already warned my neighbors, so they're ready. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. We've got 48 RSVPs, so it's gonna be cozy and fun. So we're gonna have a great time. Starts at 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And Mike, I think Mike and I just talked, we're gonna ask those that have an ugly sweater to wear your ugly sweater. And we'll pick the most ugliest sweater and you'll get a prize. If you don't have an ugly sweater, just wear a nice Christmas sweater. So that'll work too. So, and then the first meeting of the new year, it's important to note that that's on the 4th of January, and we're going to be celebrating our sponsors of our run. So we're working on contacting them and inviting them to come to that lunch. So that's what we got coming up in the future. Now let's pick a winner or winners. I guess one winner. Yeah.
If you win, it's $96.
$96. Okay.
2 tickets.
2 tickets. Do you have something to say? Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'll-
Okay.
Quick announcement.
All right, cool.
So you're going to be getting an email probably in the next week, definitely in the next week. It's a survey. I would greatly appreciate all of you responding to that. It's basically the direction is what we can do to increase engagement from our membership. All of you are wonderful and you're the ones that normally come to our meetings. So we appreciate your feedback, but we also want to reach those who aren't coming as often. What can we do to increase the involvement, engagement? And I just appreciate you responding to the survey that I'm going to be sending out. Thank you.
Thank you, Ricky. So I understand, I think only one person today bought tickets, and guess who that is? Bill Burke. So Bill, I think you have a really good chance of, getting your number called 79. Yeah, okay, good. And I think there's only 9 coins left in the bag. Come on, Bill, you got it. All right, winner, $96. Fantastic. All right. That's all we have. Thank you so much. What a great meeting. Thank you, Dr. Foster. Thank you, guests, Ed, for being here. We are adjourned.